started to learn how to screw around with Gimp a little bit here and a little bit there. Paradise Decay says, after watching Anthony hyperventilate over Astrobot, I finally picked up a PSVR today and the game. Wow, it's a VR game changer. Well, Paradise, you know what you could have did? You could have took a little bit of my advice. Remember, my advice was find somebody that you know that has a PlayStation VR and say, bro, I'm going to come over. I'm going to bring a 6-pack of your favorite beer. I'm going to bring a pizza. And you're going to put me in Astrobot for a half an hour. That's all you got to do. You didn't have to buy yourself an entire PlayStation VR. Now Paradise Decay has opened up an entire basket of worms, a barrel of worms, whatever you want to call it, a giant swimming pool full of worms, because Paradise, now you got to cover everything PSVR. So you have about 300 games that you got to start doing coverage for. So good luck with that. Yeah, and Crunchy says Gimp is great. Jason H says bring out the Gimp. Yeah, Gimp works pretty well. I don't know anything about Photoshop, and I am a straight noob when it comes to all of this stuff. But one of the things that I do need to know about, or one of the things where I need to improve on, is like my YouTube thumbnails and all of that. They've always been garbage. Let's just be honest. My YouTube thumbnails, my logos, everything has been garbage because I am not that kind of an artistical guy from that kind of a standpoint. I might be creative and artistic in some other ways, but not in that way. I'm not good. I'm not an artist. I can't draw worth a damn. And so I'm slowly but surely trying to learn this stuff. And so Gimp is what I've been learning with. And the one thing I have learned how to do is I've learned how to take an image of myself and make all the background perfectly transparent. And so now I can have these super goofy cutouts where it's like, you know, me doing some kind of super dumb thing, right? And then just put me on a background and then VR game rankings up at the top until we have our new logo. Yeah, we're going to have a new logo, guys. Greg's VR says that logo, though, bro, that logo, it's not working out here. And Jim Hall says, I don't like Gimp. Photoshop since version 1. Well, hey, I have no problem with Photoshop. I'm not paying hundreds of dollars for Photoshop. So Gimp was this free program, and I've learned how to screw around in Gimp to a little degree. Yeah, this is straight up shit show, guys. Like straight up, today is a shit show. If you guys were hoping for a well-orchestrated show today, you might as well bounce over to MRTV, Sweevivor, Paradise, Virtual Reality Oasis, any of the other options, because this is not going to be the way to go. Okay, so Greg's VR is saying, bro, go with the impact font. The impact font is like super popular, right? I'm gonna go ahead and write this down. I'm actually gonna take a note. Impact font. Okay, impact font. I'm gonna take some notes because you know what? You know, one of the problems with doing this show, so much good shit happens over here on this sidebar in chat, and 80% of it I never read. I'm not ignoring your guys' comments. Trust me, I am not ignoring some of your comments there. There are some great comments from Fluke, from Paradise, from all kinds of people that I never end up seeing, and sometimes I see some of these comments much, much later, and I'm like, oh, that was a good comment. I should have commented on that, but I wasn't paying attention to it at the time. Chris Gold says, Anthony, just give me a shout if you need help with graphics. I do need help with graphics. Okay, so do I have a topic today at all? No, I don't. Well, no, actually, wait a minute. I have one topic to get into. So I have one topic that is lined up, and that topic is Smash Hit Plunder. Okay, so I believe that the embargo is over with on Smash Hit Plunder. Now, I believe this game comes out tomorrow in Europe. There is no USA release. I love the music. Listen to this music. Let's jam out to this music for a sec. I like this music. It's kind of retro style, you know, kind of like a compound, like bum, bum, bum. I like this music. But yeah, this comes out January 15th. I'm looking at somebody in chat talking about January. That's Ace Combat 7. Okay, no, this comes out October 5th. It comes out tomorrow on Friday in the UK. So my UK homies, you guys can pick up Smash Hit Plunder if you want to tomorrow. Now, here's what I don't know. I don't know how much this thing is going to cost. And let me see if I can look it up somehow. Let me. Yeah, can anybody check, like you guys that are in the UK, can somebody check and see how much this is in pounds? I would think we would have a price on it, right? Because it's coming out tomorrow. Because I don't know what the price is. And I think the price is going to have a pretty major bearing on how I feel about Smash Hit Plunder. Because I think if it's extremely affordable, like $9.99 or less, I'm more positive on it than if it's like $19.99, I'm not quite as positive on it. Chris Gould says, looks boring as hell. I watched a playthrough and wanted to kill myself after 2 minutes. Okay, so let me tell you what I think about Smash Hit Plunder. So the reason I was into this game, the reason I was hyped on Smash Hit Plunder in the first damn place is 100% because of the pedigree of the developer. The developer is Triangular Pixels. And those of you that don't know who the hell Triangular Pixels is, back in April of 2016, when I first got my Vive, see that box right there? That box arrived, that actual box arrived in April of 2016. It was my very first VR headset. I knew diddly about VR, and I was super hyped about getting into VR. And so I got that Vive, and one of the first games I played on my HTC Vive in April and May was a game called Unseen Diplomacy. And Unseen Diplomacy is such a cool game because it really shows you this room scale thing. Now, it's not much of a game. I mean, the thing only lasts like 15, 20 minutes or whatever if you run through it. But it gives you the idea. It gives you the concept of how you can do. Can't find it on Steam. Okay, well, Smash Hit Plunder is not on Steam. Smash Hit Plunder is a PlayStation VR exclusive. At least it's a timed exclusive. Holy shit. Holy shit, Paradise, are you serious? Smash Hit Plunder is 25 bucks, 25 pounds? Smash Hit Plunder is 25 pounds. Chevy says you sold your Vive without the box. Yeah, I sold my Vive. I parted it out piece by piece by piece. It's a long story, but I still have the box, and the box is for sale. If somebody wants it, that box is for sale. 25 quid. Okay, 25 quid for Smash Hit Plunder. Dude, my apologies to Triangular Pixels, but nah, man, you should have priced this at like 10 pounds. This really should be 10 pounds, 7 pounds, 8 pounds, something like that. Then I can kind of get behind this. Now, so anyway, let me get back to my story here. So the reason why I was interested in Smash Hit Plunder is because of Unseen Diplomacy. They made this incredible room scale game, I mean, not incredible, but they made this really cool room scale game, Unseen Diplomacy, that I really liked. You're crawling around on the ground, you're going through these different doors. I can only imagine how cool Unseen Diplomacy would be if I had wireless. Those of you that have HTC Vive wireless capabilities, buy Unseen Diplomacy immediately. In fact, let me look up Unseen Diplomacy on Steam and see what it's. I think it was $3 like way back in the days. Unseen Diplomacy. Now it does require, see, one of the downsides for Unseen Diplomacy is it requires a certain amount of space. You have to have a certain amount of space for it. Okay, let me go to the web browser window. So here's Unseen Diplomacy. See, Triangular Pixels, Unseen Diplomacy, very positive. 143 ratings, very positive. Released way back on April 4th. This was a Vive launch game. 3 bucks, $3. You get to crawl around on the ground and you're going through hallways and stuff, and you're physically crawling on your floor. Now, one of the issues here is this is the main issue right here. This VR game requires a play area of at least 4 meters by 3 meters. So tons of people cannot play this game, or if they do it, they're kind of hamstrung by it. They don't get to play it in the full way. But I really was blown away by Unseen Diplomacy, but I was blown away back in April and May of 2016. I would not be blown away today by Unseen Diplomacy. But Triangular Pixels made this, and I was always thinking, what is Triangular Pixels going to do in the future? What are they going to work on in the future? Because I thought this was so cool. I thought it was such a cool idea. I couldn't wait to see what their next game would be. Because what I imagined, these guys basically made like one of the most interesting room scale experiences you can possibly get. And so I thought they were going to double down on that and make another really intense, awesome room scale experience. But no, they went in a completely different direction. They decided to make this like dungeon crawler game called Smash Hit Plunder. And they also made it a PlayStation VR exclusive, which was like a real head scratcher because they're known on the Vive. They're known on the Rift. You know, people know Unseen Diplomacy on PC VR. Nobody in PlayStation land knows anything about Triangular Pixels. There's no pedigree there. So I thought it was kind of bizarre that they did this. But anyway, you know, I gave them the benefit of the doubt, right? I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, and I'll check out this game, Smash Hit Plunder. So I reached out to them and asked them, you know, could I possibly get a review code? I did get a review code, and I went into this game, and I got to tell you, when you get review codes to games, you're hoping the game is good. You hope the game is good because you don't want to have to get on here and just talk major smack about a game. I mean, I don't enjoy that. I don't look forward to like killing a game or anything like that. And when I first got into this game, I really started to worry about it because I was playing it for a little bit and I was like, this is kind of fun. But, oh man, I think this might be the first game that I shit on in a long, long time. And so that was my very first take on Smash Hit Plunder. That very first time I played it for about 25 minutes, I just didn't get into it, right? So then I played it again last night. And this was the game that I played yesterday. I didn't play Astrobot. I didn't play Twilight Path. I didn't play anything else. The only thing I played was Smash Hit Plunder. And I did give it quite a bit of time. And so I went into it, and I gotta say, I like it, but the price, oh my God, the price needs to get the hell out of Dodge. This should be a $10, $15 game in my personal opinion. Apologies to Triangular Pixels, but I gotta be honest about this. I don't think, this is nowhere near like a 30-pound game or like $30 US. Like, I think they're a little bit out of their element here. And, you know, I understand they spent 2 years on this. They did a lot of work on this. I'll tell you what this game is all about. So you get into these different rooms, and basically you're grabbing shit. You want to use your move controllers. You want to use your 2 move controllers. You're grabbing shit. You're throwing it across the room. You're smashing it up, and you're trying to find the loot inside it, okay? And then the other thing that is going on is there will be these little birds that are flying around, or these little mice that are running across the ground, and they're basically like ghosts, right? They're like these little cartoon ghosts of mice and birds that are kind of flying around. And so you'll grab something, you'll grab like a cup or a pot or a chalice or something, you'll grab it and you throw it, and if you hit the mouse, it'll explode and you'll get a lot of like coins and gold bars and things like that. And so you're trying to get as much loot as possible. And so the way this works is you're basically in these certain rooms, and it's a time stage. And so the idea is, how much plunder can you acquire within this short timed little period segment? And so you'll go through the room, you'll be smashing everything, you're grabbing as much plunder as you can, and let's say you end up with like $325 or whatever it is. I don't know what the currency is in, but let's say you end up with $325, then you're like, oh man, maybe I could have gotten up to 500. I want to go back in there and do it better this time. So it's kind of like this time trial thing, all right? So again, when I first played it, I was like, this is just, this is not that good. This is kind of lame. But you know what? Yesterday, I got into more levels. I tried some different stages of it, some different rooms and stuff. And I'm actually liking this. I don't like the movement, though. I think the movement, like the one major complaint I have with Smash Hit Plunder is the movement system is really weird. It's kind of like this teleporting thing where you take your two move controllers and you place your feet on the ground, and if you place both of your feet on the ground and you hit the move button, then you start walking to where that area is. So it's kind of like this teleport thing where, like, you know, when you teleport somewhere and then you start walking there, that's basically what their movement system is. But it's kind of janky in that I don't feel like it works the same way every time. Like, it's a little bit janky as far as that goes. So that was a little bit of a concern for me. And it's a fun game. You know, and if I found out that this was like £7, I probably would actually recommend this to a lot of people. But £25, man. I mean, good luck, Triangular Pixels. I wish them well, because I really want them to do well and then get back over to making a freaking room scale game. That's really because, I mean, now we have all these wireless headsets and stuff. You got the Oculus Quest, which is kind of room scale on a freaking ice cream cone, right? I mean, that's room scale to go. So a company like Triangular Pixels that seem to be breaking barriers in room scale design, I want them to get back to that. It's a cool game, and the one thing I will say, like, on the positive note for Smash Hit Plunder, I'm kind of all over the map with Smash Hit Plunder, but one of the positives of it is it really does have this kind of Super Nintendo or even 8-bit kind of aesthetic going on. So if you're really nostalgic for the Super Nintendo days and for the old Nintendo Entertainment System days, and if, like, when you played Compound, it was like the greatest thing ever because of that retro vibe you got it, well, you do get a retro vibe from the music and the graphics and, like, sound effects and stuff like that. There is a lot of that with Smash Hit Plunder. That is pretty cool. Crunchy says, those graphics, though. But, dude, it's designed specifically to be extremely retro. It's designed to appeal to the Super Nintendo owner in you, Crunchy. Did you have a Super Nintendo back in the days? Did you have an old 8-bit Nintendo back in the days? Because that's what these graphics are designed for. That's what the style is. And there's a lot of different kinds of modes and multiplayer and all of that, but the multiplayer is people in your actual house on DualShock 4 controllers. And I'd probably have to give some money to my kids to force them to play with me. And spread the word, spread the good cheer. That's going to do it for today, but I will be back. Tomorrow is Friday, guys, October 5th. Friday, a nice Friday, so looking forward to that. So I will be back around 11 a.m. on Friday. I will see you guys then. Take it easy and make sure to enjoy some pancakes. All right, I'll see you guys then. Take it easy. Later.